Hey, hey, welcome back, my fly ladies and gents, to Prophetic Butterfly 111. Thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. It does help me grow the channel, and I'm happy to have you here with me. If you're here, it's not by accident. There's a message here for everybody, whether you are a newcomer, somebody that's been with me for a few minutes, or if you are a cross watcher. Either way, I appreciate you guys. All right. So we're gonna hop on into it. I'm gonna give you guys a 4 card spread. We're gonna see what's happening, why is it happening, what's the challenge, and what is the outcome. I hope everybody's ready for the holiday, and let's get into it. All right. So first up, sheesh, what we got? Ten of Swords. All right. So somebody is feeling betrayed. Somebody feels like they've been stabbed in the back. They feel like they're hitting rock bottom, and maybe it's just a painful ending. Somebody's got some bitterness with them. They really, really going through some tough, hard times. Let's get to the nitty gritty and see why is this happening. What's going on? Let's pull an oracle here. All right. Soulmate. All right. So soulmate is in reverse. So somebody here is going through a painful ending um, after possibly losing a soulmate since it's in reverse, or choosing the wrong soulmate. I'm not sure which way this is going, but something here was not meant to be. Let's see what's going on. All right. We have the Eight of Wands, all right? So somebody is getting some quick communication, whether this is through social media, um, messages, text messages, or, you know, through friends. But communication is moving rather quick um, about whatever this is in relation to this person that's not meant to be. And I feel like it's positive news. Again, positive news about this soulmate in reverse. Let's see, what else do we need to know? All right, this Queen of Wands, my bad. This Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? So somebody's getting quick news about a soulmate that is not for them. This person um, is not ruthless. They're no longer logical, cutthroat, low tolerance. Okay. Um, let's see what's going on with this Queen of Swords in reverse. Insecurities. Okay, this person does not have self-esteem issues. This person's not cold. They're not ruthless. All right. So this is good news. This is good news. But this is not their soulmate, but this is still good news about this individual. This person's not a player. It's in reverse. All right. So maybe there were some things said about this Queen of Swords that were incorrect. Maybe somebody told some lies about her, and this is positive news. Unemployed in reverse. So she's not insecure. She's not a player. She's not in debt. She's not unemployed. Okay. Let's pull one more. I always do 4. And there is no sexual desire here. There's no feelings here. There's no self-pleasure. So, maybe this person's possibly celibate. There's no, either they're not interested in whatever this is sexually, or this person is just not out there like that. Okay? Let's see, why is this happening? Why is this even a situation? What is this? All right, we had a King of Wands in reverse. Somebody that had ill intentions. Okay, so let's make this make sense. Let's get to it. Let it be. All right, this person refused to let something be. This King of Wands in reverse, was prejudiced. They had ill intentions, and they refused to let something go, or let something, play out the way it was supposed to. Let's see. Whoops, I didn't mean to pull you. I meant to pull you. Let's see. All right, that's toxic. Okay, so somebody refused to let things be that someone was not toxic. Somebody didn't have karmic ties. Somebody wasn't in illusions, and they weren't a liar. Okay, somebody was not in toxic energy. A Knight of Cups. Somebody no longer wants to be a player. Okay, they're not charming. They're not trustworthy. They're not in toxic energy either. Okay, so this King of Wands in reverse was prejudiced and refused to just let something be what it was supposed to. They refused to just let nature take its course. And so, you know, they refused to not be in this toxic energy, to not be a player, and to, just be true to themselves and love. They refused to be true to love. And they wanted to stay in this toxic energy. Okay. What else? All right. With this no contact, I guess they didn't want they didn't want to be blocked. They didn't want to be separated. With Let It Be, they don't want this silent treatment anymore. Damn, the same cards keep coming out. They refused to apologize. They didn't meet up. They didn't have a conversation. So sounds like this person, this King of Wands, I'm trying to tell you, this man right here is doing the most. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this King of Wands is prejudiced, had ill intentions. They refused to just let things be, and they refused to come out of this toxic energy. They refused to not be in this player energy. They didn't want to be separated or blocked. They refused to apologize. They was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna live my best life upside down and be happy with it. So, this is where we are. um they refused to stop with the infidelity, with the affairs and doing everything, and they refuse to let go of a fantasy. All right. And this is why this situation is happening. Whatever is happening, this is why, because this person refused to just move the way they were supposed to. And we see, starting off this reading, that this Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords, this Jesus, what I just say? Who are you? The Queen of Swords, yeah. That she is not in this toxic energy. Everything here about her is good. She's not insecure. She's not a player. She's not doing any of this. And then we have somebody here that refused to let something be, refused to come out of this toxic energy. So what is the challenge here? The Chariot, okay? So there's illness, there's lack of control, there's a lot of bad news here, misbehavior. So somebody was moving, just no discipline. They was just out of control. All right. Let's see what is happening here. Okay. So because they were in this energy, this illness, this bad news, this tactless behavior, it's brought about a lot of grief and sadness. They're trying to process whatever this is they're going through. They're trying to, get a hold on this. With this Hermit here, this person is taking some time alone to, soul search, whether that's spiritually or, getting advice from somebody, or just not getting advice from somebody, but more so like in prayer. You know what I mean? Like they are meditating, they're trying to, whoever, they pray to, spiritually, they are trying to find themselves. They're trying to find, a voice of reason amongst the chaos. Magician, okay? Two major arcana cards here. So this person's trying to take control. They're trying to have the power back in the situation. They're trying to be able to solve a problem. get an aha moment where they can, get their power back to um, fix a situation or somehow take control back over a situation. What else do we need to know? Lessons learned in reverse. This person has not learned their lessons. So, whatever this was in this relationship where this person refused to change, um, the challenge here is that they refuse to learn a lesson. They refuse to, even although they're sad and they're going through all this disorder, they're taking time to think about things, but they're not doing anything about it. So they haven't learned a lesson in this situation, unfinished business. So they want to reconcile, they want to fix some things, but they haven't done the work. So the challenge here is doing the work, learning the lessons here in order to be able to have forgiveness and reconciliation. So the challenge is being able to get themselves together, pause. So they need a break. They need to take some time and stop what they're doing to find themselves, I feel. Let's get one more. April or May, spring, okay? So with this springtime here, um, maybe around April or May something happened, or possibly maybe this upcoming April or May something will happen. But this person needs to, take a pause and do some soul searching, and that's the challenge. The challenge is taking time to um, be alone, to meditate and soul search in order to learn the lesson. That's going to be the challenge here. What is the outcome? Judgment. All right. So with judgment here, you know, they want to be able to have forgiveness. We see with this unfinished business here, it speaks of forgiveness. So this person wants to renew something, so reconcile, renew. So maybe in April or May, this person is probably looking to try to, between now and that time frame, take some time to soul search amongst themselves to learn the lessons that they need to in order to be able to have influence with, their career or family and start anew and, get on the right track. Let's see. All right, we have focus. So right now, this person is not focused, clearly, because they haven't learned the lesson. This person is not focused, but, the outcome is that they want to get on the right track. What else do we need to know? High priestess, okay? So the high priestess here, she knows all things. She knows the hidden truth. She's a healer. Very mystical, yet very secretive. She makes solid decisions. She's in control of her emotions. She's all the queens in the deck. With the Two of Cups here, you know, it's a soulmate connection, reconciliation. This reconciliation keeps coming out. So somebody wants to reconcile with the High Priestess, but they're not focused. A soulmate connection. What else do we need to know here about this connection? All right, they want to come out of mental health. They have these traumas, addictions. All right, so this person is not focused. This soulmate is not focused, and they want to come out of this illness and addictions to be able to reconcile with this high priestess here. We have mind games, gaslighting, testing you, analyzing you. All right, so this person clearly with mental health in reverse, you know, this person, I feel like they were gaslighting you before and, testing the limits to see where you would be or what you would do. So I feel like this person knows that this high priestess is in her right state of mind, in that, um, they tried it. They might come back around and try to um, test you and see, where you are. How far can they pull the string and the ropes? Stubborn. This person lacks empathy. They're, very stubborn and selfish. So, they're coming in, they're coming back in, not in the right state of mind, trying to reconcile with this high priestess. So I feel like this high priestess is guarded as well from this stubborn individual playing these mind games. Like, she don't have time. Yeah. Self-sabotage, life in flames. This person, because they weren't focused and they didn't learn the lessons with, not changing and not letting things go from this toxic energy. I feel like the outcome here is that this person's at their breaking point because all of this landed them in like a trick bag. But they want to reconcile with this high priestess. But this high priestess is, you know, she's not she's not for it. She's not going for it. But because she knows the secret, she knows everything already. So she already knows what this person's going through and what they're dealing with. But they're very nostalgic and trying to manifest a reunion. They think they really want this back with this individual. So you guys can drop in the comments what how do you think this is going to play out. Let's pull one more card. Can I get one on this high priestess, the sun? All right. So I wanted to know more about this high priestess. We have the sun. We know the high priestess is someone that, again, she knows all. She's very empathic. She's a healer. She has connections to the higher ups. So, I shine with my own light. Your dreams come true. Everything is at a better time. Yeah. So this high priestess is moving in her own beat and drum. Um, let's see. All right. She knows that this is not her twin flame. I told you she knew. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Feeling it again, She probably has love for this person, but she knows this person is not right for her. And, he can, they can feel, he can feel, tarot has no gender. This person can feel whatever they want for this individual. But, at this point, I feel like it is what it is. We can get one more. Not the right time or the right place. Okay, it's in reverse. So divine timing is not at play when it comes to this. This was not meant to be. See, how is this person feeling? Undecided in reverse. Okay, so they're no longer confused. They're not unclear about what this is. This high priestess, she knows. She knows. All right. So with that being said, let's get some emotions here. What is going on? How is this individual feeling towards this high priestess? With this outcome, how is this individual going to feel? Because this high priestess is already saying no. How is this person going to feel, Holy Spirit? Can I get one? Joy and not inspirational. No inspiration and joy. Huh. So maybe they feel joyful that they'll be able to get this off. Joy is the song of the Joy is the song of the soul. The perfect resonance with universal energy. When you feel joy, it means you are grateful for every moment of life. Embrace every moment and feel the lightness and the happiness within. Okay. Maybe seeing this, meeting up with this high priestess, or just thinking about this high priestess brings this person joy. But they don't have any inspiration. Maybe they don't have faith that they'll be able to bring this back into balance. Exactly. I was just about to say that, because she's detached. And there's no, they don't have hope that they'll be able to get this back, but yet they're nostalgic. See, they're thinking about her. And they're in a dilemma because of this. They refuse to change from this toxic energy. All right. So this is your reading. I hope this resonated. And drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, share, come back, catch me on the next one. Happy holidays, guys. Till next time. Bye.